Unit 3 of the Musician's Guide, we focus on the chromatic materials, including chromatic harmonies, but also we include, integrated with the chromatic harmonies, the forms in which these chromatic harmonies appear. Form as a topic is often left later, which means that the students are simply looking at harmonies without any sense of where they fit in the overall scope of the piece. So in this particular approach, each form is introduced as soon as the students have the materials to consider these larger works, and that allows it to be reinforced as the harmonies are added in as well. Some of the form topics covered in this unit include the very basic binary and ternary pieces, composite ternary for marches and minuets and trios, but also contrapuntal forms such as invention and fugue, as well as large ternary, rondo, and ending up with sonata forms. In addition, we have chapters that focus on primarily vocal forms, such as solo vocal repertoire and popular music as well, to include those topics.
In our coverage of chromatic harmony, we've actually slowed the pace a little bit. In our first edition, we had kind of a grab bag chapter of chromaticism, which now we've separated into 2 units that are a little more easily managed and which then allow us to expand with more musical examples. And in doing so, we were able to include some composers who, regrettably, we left out of the first edition, at least left out of the anthology, like Chopin, for example. Someone who, you know, is meat and potatoes of chromatic harmony and yet didn't find as much of a place in the first edition as he might have. So we've also included many more songs, which, again, are meat and potatoes of things like mixture. The mixture of the major and the minor mode is part of what brings out the poignancy of the text in many of these great German art songs. And all of this is reinforced in the Aural Skills package, where students are having contextual listening examples of these beautiful songs, these chromatic piano pieces, and they're doing singing and playing of the same repertoire as well.
And the students also have an opportunity to work with the chromatic material, with the counterpoint materials, in the Aural Skills as well. Throughout this entire portion of the book, we're also continuing with spiral learning, adding to what students know additional layers so that those pieces that they had looked at for their harmonies or perhaps cadences or phrases early on, they're now learning what the form is and how all of those musical elements combine to make the art work.